Hey guys, it's Mike again. Buckle up because we're going into the Acer Nitro Blaze 7, a gaming handheld that screams laptop power but also whispers, please keep a charger nearby. Acer has decided to take a daring route with this device, cramming a full-on AMD laptop chip into a handheld console. Yes, you heard that right. A laptop chip in a 7-inch handheld. This bold move has some serious implications, but also a few, wait, what? Moments that might make you raise an eyebrow. So, is this handheld the future of portable gaming? Or is it just another shiny toy that dies halfway through your gaming session? Let's break it down and see what the Acer Nitro Blaze 7 is all about. If you are excited as we are about today's topic, show some love by liking and subscribing to Retro Pocket for more amazing content. The powerhouse in your pocket. First things first, this thing is a beast. Acer decided to throw in an AMD Ryzen 7 8840HS processor, which is essentially a full-fledged laptop chip. To give you some context, this is the kind of chip you'd expect to see in a high-end gaming laptop, not a handheld. The result? Laptop-tier performance in a device that fits in your hands. You'll be blasting through games like Shadow of the Tomb Raider at 1080p with 70 FPS on high settings. That's no joke. It's better than the Steam Deck OLED, which manages around 40 FPS at a lower resolution. And it's not just the CPU doing the heavy lifting. The Radeon 780M integrated GPU is pulling its weight too, delivering crisp visuals and smooth gameplay, even in graphically demanding titles. Acer also threw in 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM clocked at a snappy 7,500 megatransfers per second, which means multitasking and loading times are practically non-existent. Pair that with up to 2 terabytes of PCIe Gen 4 SSD storage, and you've got a device that's built to handle anything you throw at it, at least on paper. But let's be real for a second. All this power comes with a trade-off. Acer decided to stick a 50 watt-hour battery in this bad boy, which, in the world of gaming handhelds, is like trying to power a rocket with a couple of AA batteries. More on that later. Ergonomics and design. It's all in the details. One of the standout features of the Nitro Blaze 7 is its design. Acer has clearly put some thought into how this thing feels in your hands. Gone are the flat, slippery designs of other handhelds. Instead, you've got real controller grips that are actually comfortable to hold. This isn't just some boxy slab of plastic. The Hall effect triggers are clicky and responsive, making headshots and shooters feel just right. The buttons are nice and deep, offering satisfying feedback with every press. That said, I do have one minor gripe. No Hall effect joysticks. I mean, come on, Acer, you were this close to making the perfect setup. Hall effect joysticks would have been a great addition for longevity, especially since they help prevent drift. But hey, maybe next time. Acer also nailed it with the display. The 7-inch 1080p IPS panel is bright, colorful, and supports a 144Hz refresh rate with 500 nits of brightness. That's right, buttery smooth gameplay in your hands, and it's bright enough to game outside without squinting like you're staring directly into the sun. If I had one wish, though, it'd be for an OLED panel. I mean, we're living in the future, Acer. Give us those inky blacks and vibrant colors. But props to Acer for thinking ahead with the dual USB 4 ports. One on the top, one on the bottom, which not only makes charging more convenient but opens the door for docking options. Are we seeing a potential Switch-style dock in the future? Let's hope so. Laptop chip in a handheld, genius or madness? Now let's address the elephant in the room. Why on earth would Acer cram a laptop CPU into a handheld device? The short answer: future-proofing. The Ryzen 7 8840HS comes with Ryzen AI support, which means this device is ready for the future of AI-driven frame generation and optimization. That's something you won't find in most handhelds right now, including the ones running the Ryzen Z1 Extreme. It's a bold move, and it could pay off in the long run. The AI features could improve performance in future games, making the Nitro Blaze 7 more future-proof than other devices on the market. Plus, the TDP, thermal design power of this chip is higher than the Z1 Extreme, meaning it can push out more power. But, and this is a big but, it's also going to run hotter and consume more battery. And speaking of battery, the battery life dilemma. Okay, let's talk about that 50 watt-hour battery. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is where things start to fall apart for the Nitro Blaze 7. With all that power under the hood, this thing guzzles battery life like a sports car on nitrous. You'll be lucky to get a couple of hours of gaming out of it before you need to plug it in. For comparison, other gaming handhelds like the ROG Ally X and MSI Claw AI 8 Plus pack 80 watt-hour batteries. Those extra 30 watt-hour make a huge difference when you're trying to squeeze out just one more game session. Sure, the Nitro Blaze 7 has the performance to rival laptops, but what good is that if you're constantly tethered to a power source? If you plan on taking this thing on the go, you'd better bring a charger with you, or better yet, a power bank, or maybe just accept that portable gaming will turn into a sprint rather than a marathon. A smooth gaming experience as long as you stay plugged in. When it's not struggling to keep itself powered, the Nitro Blaze 7 provides an excellent gaming experience. The 144 Hz refresh rate combined with FreeSync support means no screen tearing or stuttering, even in fast-paced action games. The display is sharp and the colors are vivid, which makes everything from retro platformers to AAA titles look stunning. And let's not forget the dual USB 4 ports. These might just be the unsung heroes of the Nitro Blaze 7. Having one port on the top and one on the bottom is a brilliant design choice. It means you can charge the device or plug in peripherals without getting in the way of your hands. It also opens up the possibility of using a docking station for a more console-like experience. Picture this: your Nitro Blaze 7 plugged into a dock, connected to your TV, with a controller in hand. Yeah, that's the dream. User interface and software, work in progress. The Nitro Blaze 7 runs on Windows, which is both a blessing and a curse. On the one hand, you've got access to your entire Steam library, Xbox Game Pass, and any other PC game you can think of. On the other hand, Windows on a handheld is still a bit clunky. Acer has done a decent job of trying to smooth out the rough edges, but let's be honest, Windows just wasn't designed for handhelds. Navigating menus and adjusting settings can be a bit of a pain without a mouse and keyboard. That being said, Acer has at least optimized the experience enough that it's not a total disaster. You can still jump into your favorite games relatively quickly, and the device handles multitasking like a pro thanks to that beefy RAM and fast storage. Hit that like button if you found this helpful. Show your support by liking and subscribing. Let's reach 10,000 subscribers together.